1, 2, 3. Greetings and salutations.
The universe is just doomed.
You know something, man? If we weren't in school right now, I'd waste you.
Can you hear this? You want me to turn it up?
Hey! Don't you forget about me.
That's right, y'all. It's number 50.
We're 50.
Oh, we can stretch and we can kick. That's right. So
Stretch.
that's right. Welcome.
We have decided for the 50th.
We are going to do our first John Hughes film.
We agonized over which John Hughes was the first John Hughes, and I feel like this is the correct
Yeah, for us.
choice.
First for us.
Yeah.
And I think this was not only probably the first one I saw, but also the one that I memorized the most dialogue to.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to take a minute, just so you know.
Yeah, since this is number 50, Nicole, is going to try not to rush like I always do.
Yeah, we're
Take
gonna-
my damn time.
We're going to slow it down.
We're going to slow it down a little bit. I mean, not our banter is not going to slow down.
Never.
We're just going to take our time and really explore this film.
Baby, we can do it.
That's
Take our
right.
time. Do it right. We can do it, baby. All night.
So I was...
I don't know, man.
Oh, this movie came out in
85.
1985.
So
There's no way I saw it when I was 5.
Absolutely not. Like,
So,
it's
Middle
I feel
school?
Yeah.
6th grade?
Because this was on TV.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know until much later about the language. I mean, like, it's implied.
Right.
Like, you realize it. But when you watch it not on TV as an adult, as unedited, you're like, oh, yeah, there's so much swearing in this movie.
Yeah. Because I'm sure we saw it.
Well, yeah.
All
it's
edited for
Yeah, on
television.
television. Of course. That's some most shit.
Before we get into it, though, I've
Oh.
been neglecting business lately.
Oh, we should never know. Oh, is it next quarter?
Oh, it's time for new business, y'all. The new business? Guess what? It's the same as the old business.
It's the new business, same as it ever was.
Get free bonus content at Instagram, Doom Generation Pod, Twitter at Doom Gem Pod. I'm trying to read something Kim wrote at the same time as I'm talking.
Right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
We got ready. We got warmed up for this episode today. We want to thank Full Circle, the podcast, Charles and Martha.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. We're at least half-mast and we're ready to go.
We had Fierce Bitches Happy Hour.
Oh,
So we are nice and toasty and ready for our 50th anniversary episode.
good and toasty. That was a good-ass time.
Mm-hmm. We had some fun with them, so hopefully we'll do another one of those and maybe record it next time, and you guys can hang out with us at Fierce Bitch Happy Hour.
I don't know. Maybe you could.
And if you just want more of us, patreon.com/Doom Generation.
I mean, and if you were cool. And you're cool,
All the
right?
cool kids are doing it.
All the cool kids. All like both of the cool kids.
All
that we-
4 cool kids
all 4
are doing
cool
it.
kids are doing it.
Let's expand that group.
Right. Let's make it 5, maybe. Wah, wah.
So the cast, we've got Judd Nelson as John Bender, Molly Ringwald as Claire,
Yes.
Anthony Michael Hall as Brian, Ali Sheedy as Allison, that's handy,
Right?
Emilio Estevez as Andrew,
Emilio!
Bo Gleason as Vernon, and John Capellos as
Seems
Carl.
Greekish.
Yeah, it's giving me Greek.
It's giving me
You're
Greek.
giving me Greek, John.
Yes. You're giving me Greek, John.
And we're not going to even talk about what we knew them from before because this was probably the first thing we saw most of them in,
I'm
and
sure.
it's a Brat Pack John
And
Hughes movie.
What else do you need to know? Although I will say that I had a friend in high school and we used to think that the dude that's getting tortured in the Happiness and Slavery 9 Inch Nails video was this guy. The principal was Vernon.
Oh, really?
Because the guy that's in it that gets his dick out kind of looks like him.
Oh, and I'm going to have to go back and watch that. No, that's a different guy.
Oh,
yeah.
but yeah, he kind of looks like
yeah.
him too. But yeah, That's who we used to joke about, that it was Vernon, but it's not.
So the dialogue, mostly Bender's dialogue from this film.
Yes.
Not only did I have it memorized, I used it as much as humanly
All
possible.
the time.
Yeah. So let's just get into it.
And these children that you spit on as they try to change their world are immune to your consultations. They're quite aware what they're going through.
David Bowie.
Smash.
Glass shatters, and we open on Shermer High School.
Which does not exist.
And this is in Illinois, it's supposed to be.
Right, but Shermer, Illinois does not exist.
Right. Saturday, March 24th, 1984.
Which does exist.
And we have the letter. So the letter we get at the end, you get
Right.
almost all of it right at the beginning in Brian's voice.
Yes.
Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. What we did was wrong.
Was wrong.
But we think you're crazy making us write an essay telling us who we think
Or
who-
telling you
who we think we are.
are.
What do you care? You
Yeah.
see us as you want to see us in the simplest terms and the most convenient definitions.
Mm-hmm.
You see us as a brain, an athlete, a basket case, a princess, and a criminal, correct? That's the way we saw each other at 7 o'clock this morning. We were brainwashed.
Right. And we see like the locker is destroyed. Andy's on the front page of the newspaper. The little I don't like Mondays. Which isn't that that first school shooting or whatever?
Yep.
Like what was that? She just was like,
Where
I
she
don't like
just-
Mondays.
yep.
And that Boomtown Rat song. I love that song. All right, anyway. And then we see that Carl was the man of the year. Like they're showing the halls
Right,
of their
what's-
high
yeah,
school.
what's
Like the
happening in the
prom
halls.
queen posters and the F slurs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Claire gets dropped off first, and she's like, I can't believe you couldn't get me out of this.
Yeah. I can't believe I have to be here on a Saturday just because I ditched class to go shopping. So that's what all you need to know at that moment about
Right.
Claire.
It's not like I'm a
So, yeah.
defective.
We're going to get all we need to know about these kids in the beginning just by the drop off.
Right. And that is John Hughes's BMW.
Oh, that she got dropped off.
His actual in real life BMW.
Oh, he was driving it?
Oh, because he picks Brian up at the end. He's Brian's
Oh, he's
dad.
Brian's dad. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then Anthony Michael Hall, Brian's dad, mom, she drops him off.
Right.
She's pissed.
Is this the first time or the last time we're ever
Ugh.
going to do, though? Yeah, they ride him hard.
Yeah, they do.
You can see that already.
And then Emilio's dad, nothing wrong with screwing around, but she got caught sport.
Don't blow your ride.
You would have missed a match.
Yeah.
And then Judd,
He
Bender
almost
just walks in on his own.
He gets almost hit by Allison's folks who just like let her out and bail.
And yeah, don't say a word.
I love that car though.
I didn't even clock the
I
car.
don't know. I like the little hearse thing that was on the back.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
It was cute. But yeah, so in comes Vernon.
So yeah, so they've taken their seats, and of course, Bender's fucking with things on his way in.
Right.
Nerdy Brian sits alone. Sporto and Princess sits side by side, and
course.
the basket case sits way in the back. And then yeah, Vernon comes in with this cocky look on his face.
Right. He's such a
Well,
douche.
Here we are. And of course, Claire already is trying to get out of it.
I don't think I belong in here.
Here,
In here.
with the peons.
Right. For the next 8 hours and 54
Like,
minutes.
damn,
Yep.
that's long. Almost a 9-hour school day.
9 hooers.
And then this is the only, it's not the only part, but this is the beginning of a lot of gross and sexy parts about Judd
Oh,
Nelson.
when he spits in his own
Gross.
mouth. Oh, but
But also, why is it hot?
I'm just saying, if I was in detention
Right?
on a Saturday,
He is the most appealing to be interested in that moment.
I would be giving him my earring by the end of the day.
And so this is, and you know what? Let's just get it out of the way. Judd Nelson was 25. Molly Ringwald was 16.
It's-
Gross. But you know what? All they do is kiss, barely.
Well, yeah, and but the thing that's the problem is that he did this shit the whole time.
Which, like me as a 42-year-old woman, yes, please.
Well,
But me as a 16-year-old girl,
If you're
actually,
trying to, like-
yes, please. But,
yeah.
but it's not
but if
right.
you're trying
It's
to
not
like
right.
work with this person, he's doing like what is it?
He's character acting.
Yeah, like he's immersed. And that's why I guess he had a falling out with John Hughes. Like John Hughes almost fired him.
Oh, because he went too
because
far.
it was too much. Because he was harassing Molly Ringwald
that's the
like on the
dynamic.
console. I know, but
made
that
it
he
so
was
good.
doing it when they were like at lunch
Yeah,
break.
That's not cool.
So no, it
Come
wasn't
on,
nice.
Judd.
Stop it. He was 24.
Yeah. So I mean,
Well, he and Emilio both. but he got away with it because Emilio's too recognizable.
Yeah.
But they went and tried to hang out at high schools, and Judd Nelson did. Hung out with high school students, bought them beer with his quote unquote fake ID because he was 24, and had them like drop him off at the hotel that he was staying at just to get the experience.
Like he hadn't been in, or I guess maybe did he not go to a regular high school?
Maybe he didn't. I don't know, but that's what he did. And what's his name? Emilio tried to do, but
Emilio.
I
cannot.
I could not get. Like
a
hanging
little
with
bit,
the young
like-
kids vibes.
And like, yeah, y'all, we know that in the 80s, teenagers had sex with adults all the time. It was just a thing. You could just like adopt a teenager from their parents, become their legal guardian, take them on the road
Yeah.
with you, whatever.
Yeah,
It's not okay.
No,
But it happened.
No,
We're going to move on.
right.
So
But yes, he
he
does.
spits into his own mouth. He
does.
hucks a loogie into the air and
It-
catches it, which is disgusting, but also hot at the same time.
Yes,
And Claire is aghast as
of
she should be.
course. And also probably a little damp.
Right. That's going to be the description through the whole thing.
Ew. Oh.
Yep. Ooh. Get a little, get stuff in there. Oh, okay. So Vernon says they're going to try something different this week. They're going to write 1,000 words, no less than 1,000 words describing who you think you are.
Right. Does anybody have any questions? And Bender does indeed have a question. He wants to know if Barry Manilow knows if he raids his closet nightly.
I'll give you the answer to that, Mr. Bender, next Saturday.
Don't mess with the bull. You'll get the horns.
So stupid.
He's a Taurus, so it makes sense.
Oh, and then when he says that man is a brownie hound,
Yeah.
I looked it up.
What is it? Because
A
I was
butt
hoping.
kisser.
Oh.
He's trying to get brownie points.
Is that because he like works under Rooney? Because this is also Ferris Bueller's high school.
That's right.
He goes to the same high school, so they are potential. Well, no, there's 2 years difference, so there's a possibility that they are aware of Ferris Bueller.
Interesting. Okay. So brownie hound I had to look up because
Yeah,
my
'cause-
whole life I've just assumed it was something perverted.
Well, yeah,
It's not.
that
I mean,
man
yeah, butt kisser.
is
brownie
a brownie hound.
Yeah. So he leaves,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just have a note. Do you remember how fucking quiet the school library was?
Yes, and this is a huge.
That's a big
library.
ass school library.
It's big.
Ours was not like that.
no, not
And-
that big.
Basket case is biting her nails, and he tells her,
Loudly, it's so gross.
"Yeah, and keep eating your hand. You're not going to be hungry for lunch."
just like I've seen you before.
And so it's just the beginning of like them just being bored, like
Kind of feeling each
Brian's
other
clipping the
out.
pen to his lips, sticking it up his nose.
He's asking, "Who am I? Who am I? I am the walrus."
There's just so much stuff going. I mean, like nothing is going on,
No,
but
but
you're
there's
learning
so much
about
stuff.
these kids,
Right.
Just watching them do
Mhm.
nothing.
Like Bender and Brian start taking their coats off at the same time, and Brian's like, "Oh, like sorry, just kidding." Like he can no longer take his coat off because Bender's taking his
Right.
coat
He's
off.
the alpha in this room, so he's the only one who gets to take his jacket off.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, and he's like, "It's the shits, huh?" And like Bender's like,
Yeah,
"Okay, whatever." And then
whatever.
he like throws that paper ball, just being obnoxious.
Na, 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 na.
Nah, 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 nah,
Oh shit! What are we supposed to do if we got to take a piss? Well, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
Don't talk and make it crawl back up.
You're pretty sexy when you get angry, girl.
Right? You'll be dead before the first drop hits the floor.
Ugh. Hey, why don't you close that door? We'll get the prom queen impregnated.
Gross.
Come on.
Gross.
You know what you're saying?
No,
It's
sir.
not okay.
No, sir. And I cannot get over it. The longer I was watching this movie, I mean, I know, and he always has, but how much Emilio looks like his father
Oh, yeah.
throughout this whole movie.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. I mean, I know he does. He looks like his dad, but
Mm-hmm.
in this particularly.
You know what happens if he loses his temper? Total, man.
Totally.
Totally.
Mm.
And so then we get our little back and forth. Sporto, what did you do to get in here?
Right.
Stop. He's just trying to get a rise out of
Right.
you.
Like, maybe we should just write our papers, guys.
This line.
Mm-hmm.
Schweetz, you couldn't ignore me if you tried.
Yes.
You know what, bitch? Fuck you because you're right.
You know what? God damn it.
You're right.
Oh,
I couldn't ignore you if I,
I
tried, you
couldn't.
son of a bitch.
even if I fucking wanted to.
you fucking prick.
You
You
asshole.
hot
You
asshole.
dirty, disgusting motherfucker.
Oh my god. Ask them if they're lovers.
Right. Are you steady lovers?
Do you slip her the hot beef injection? Go to hell!
Let's close
how many
that
times
door.
did you say hot beef
all
injection?
the time. All the time. Just now.
And like, if looks could kill,
I know.
she's
got dick darts and butt daggers for you.
oh yes. And I'm telling you though, with these looks throughout this film, both her and him, but a lot of him,
Oh.
if a look could kill, and I got the vapors, like,
If a look could touch your genitals.
I thought as I was typing, and I was like, I gotta type so much John Bender dialogue. It's really well written. It's not that.
Nope.
Not that it's really well written.
It's the delivery.
It's the delivery. I gotta give it to him, man.
It's the-
Because yeah, the lines are funny, they're witty, whatever. But like,
Yeah. It's just that John
Yeah.
Bender effect. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's not good.
no,
I'm not proud
it's
of
not
this.
healthy.
Oh, I'm not proud of
It's
this.
toxic love. But like, but come on. Tell me you don't get horny for it though. Come on. So anyway,
You're gonna want to hose this chair down.
yeah. So we thought Velvet Goldmine was going to be the horniest episode.
Actually-
We might have a contender. So
I could have been a contender.
a wet seat could have been a contender. So
Do we need one of those rainwater things so we can measure?
how many fucking centimeters do we get on this episode? If it's inches, we need to go to the doctor.
If it's inches, I'm calling Cardi B.
Oh,
Like, what the
get
fuck
me
is
on that wet ass pussy. Come on.
Wow. All right.
Anyway, so
Right.
Bender gets up. He's going to close the door. He's like, they're sitting on the railing, arguing about him closing the door. And also
Right.
hot. Just him sitting on
know.
the fucking railing is hot.
And they like argue with him how he's like, want to belong. You don't even count at this school.
Yeah, if you can make a difference, it doesn't even exist at this school. You could disappear and nobody would even notice.
Or run right out and join the wrestling team.
And then, so yeah, they're talking about he knocks everything because he's afraid the clubs won't take him. Oh, it wouldn't have anything to do with you activities people being assholes, would it? You don't know. You don't know any of us.
Brian's back there like, I'm in the math club.
Well, I don't know any lepers either, but I'm not going to run out and join one of their fucking clubs.
I'm also
And
in
so,
the
yeah.
physics club.
What? What are you babbling about over there?
Hold on. Excuse me. What are you babbling about over there?
And so Brian lists off all his clubs.
He's in the Latin club and the math club and the
Physics club.
physics club.
See, social, demented, and sad, but social, right?
Right? They go to the Hilton, you load up, you party, you party.
Only burners like you get high.
Oh,
Oh, guess what? We're burners.
we're burners like him.
Oh no.
Oh no. But yeah, and then he like asks like, Claire, do you belong to the physics club?
That's not the same.
It's an academic club.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not the same.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah. So we get, a lot of our little differences between the kids and similarities.
I forgot about Brian telling the story about how the end of the year, but he had to like go to the party and he didn't have any shoes. So he had to wear his dad's shoes. But my mom doesn't like it, me wearing other people's shoes. And my cousin Kendall from Indiana got high once.
And it made him, he had some story about what happened when his cousin got high. I can't remember.
I forget what it was, but like he ate a bunch of something. I don't know.
Well, Sporto doesn't want to miss a meat.
No.
Ooh, wouldn't that be a bite? Oh, missing a whole wrestling meat.
Oh, yeah. And then again, the F
The F
slur.
slur.
It's 15 minutes in.
I have such a deep admiration for guys who roll around on the floor with other guys.
In tights.
Yeah. He figures
wear
all he
tights?
needs is a lobotomy and some tights
Right.
to join the wrestling team.
You wear tights? I wear the required uniform. For tights.
Yeah, so even Brian gets Andrew right there.
I know.
So then Vernon gets up and walks away from his desk. So this Bender takes his opportunity to take the screw out of the door to shut it.
Right. And then, of course, it like slams shut.
Am I a genius? No, you're an asshole. What a funny guy.
What a funny guy.
And this is where I have the note that, like, yeah, are those lines great? No.
No.
But the way he says
I
those
know.
lines stuck in my fucking head to this day.
Right. And then she's like, well, how are we supposed to know how it closed? We're not
Oh, yeah.
supposed
So
to
he comes in.
move."
Why'd the door close?
Right. I think a screw fell out, sir. Screws fall out all the time. The world is an imperfect place.
Why would anyone want to steal a screw?
The next
And so,
screw
yeah,
that
they all
falls out
cover
around
for
here.
him.
Right. Yeah.
So all the kids cover for him, even though they don't
He
like
tries
him.
to put that chair, like the door
Yes,
is
the folding
way
chair.
too heavy, sir. Like, whack.
And even everyone giggles.
Of course.
Gets Andrew to help him pull this bookshelf or whatever.
How come
into
he
the
gets to
door.
get up?
If he gets up,
we'll all get up. It'll be anarchy.
I said that in
All
school
the
so
time.
much.
And then they move that thing. They're like, oh, that's great, sir. But what if there's a fire?
Yeah. And then Brian's like, well, actually, the library's equipped with... Don't insult Dick.
Yeah. Violating fire codes and endangering the lives of students is unwise at this juncture in your career.
And
So,
then
yeah.
when he gets mad, he tells him, eat my shorts.
What?
You just bought yourself another Saturday, mister.
Eat
Ugh.
my shorts.
I'm crushed.
Right.
You just bought yourself one more.
Are you through?
Well, I'm free the Saturday after that, but beyond that, I'm going to have to check my calendar.
Well, that's another one.
Oh. What was
Right.
it?
Like, yeah. Are you through?
No.
Yeah. Or no. Yeah. That's another one. So
That's another one right
Right,
there.
yeah.
I got you for the rest of your natural born life if you don't
instead of
watch your
going to
step.
prison, you'll come here.
Ugh.
Are
You really
you?
think I
That's
give a shit?
right. And that's when he says, "Are you through?"
Yeah.
And he says, "Not even
Even
close, bud."
So yeah, when they get to the end, then how many is that? Brian says 7.
He was like, "Well, we're counting the one." He's like, "That's 8." He's like, "Well, no, actually, it's 7." That's it. Yeah, 2 months.
I got you for 2 months. I
Got you for
gotcha.
2 months.
What can I say? I'm thrilled.
The next time I have to come in here, I'm
Cracking skulls. And as the door slams, Bender shouts, "Fuck you!"
Yes.
Oh, and it's perfect.
Oh, and Vernon seems kind of disappointed. Like,
Well, you find
damn.
out soon that Vernon.
Well, Vernon's a dick.
Vernon's a dick. And
Dick.
He's this character.
He's
in Johnny Be
so
Good.
He's good
the
at
coach of Anthony Michael Hall in Johnny Be Good, and
Hilarious.
he is this fucking character.
He
I swear.
just does it so good. That's why it was so easy to believe. He was in that torture chair with his dick out, getting his guts ground down.
You're like, it's got to be right.
it's got to be him. Oh, and then he was lighting this fucking cigarette off his boot. I'm just
Bender lights his shoe on fire with a match, and then lights his cigarette off of his shoe, and
I am disgusted.
I'm disgusted at myself because
oh my god,
why is it hot?
I don't know. I can't explain it to you.
And like you could just smoke a cigarette. Like none of
Nope.
those kids, as worried as they were about him shutting the door and all the other shenanigans,
And
it was
even-
fine to smoke in the library,
Even Claire is like, hey,
right?
and Brian gets a spontaneous boner.
Right? Was it because of him lighting the cigarette off his shoe?
I don't know, but I mean, it did it for me.
Right?
If
I got a
could get I
spontaneous
got
boner.
a spontaneous boner.
Woo! Then we got Andrew playing with his hoodie strings. Allie's playing wrapping string around her finger to cut off her
I used
circulation.
to do that shit.
Bender's doing air guitar
And then Allison's drawing like really well. And then she does that gross dandruff
with her
thing.
the dandruff snow.
All right, it's
Iconic.
Parmesan cheese.
Ugh.
It's not actually
Which is
dandruff.
kind of
it's
gross
just
too, because they poured Parmesan cheese on her scalp and then made her.
I don't think you
flake it
can
off?
see it from there. I think they show it just
Oh, they just
falling
sprinkle
on
it from, like,
yeah,
above
she
her.
just does a
Okay.
thing. I saw somebody actually do that. They like went and put actual dandruff on a drawing. It was disgusting.
I
No.
never had that much dandruff.
This person did.
So
Yeah.
Vernon comes in. Wake up!
Yeah.
Who has to go to the lavatory? Everybody's hand
Everyone.
goes up.
They
Then
all,
they got a stretch break.
right, and then they come back and Bender is destroying a book.
It's wrong to destroy literature. It's such fun to read, and Molay really pumps my nads.
Moliere.
And she bites her lip, that cute little. And that's right there is when you know she's done for.
When she looked at him fucking lighting his cigarette off his
That's
boot,
true.
she's like,
And Brian's like, oh, I love his work.
right. He throws it at him. Fucking, they treat him so badly throughout this whole thing.
And then here was another line that I always remember: nothing to do when you're locked in a vacancy.
Yes.
Oh,
And then-
so angsty.
Andy goes to ask out Claire because there's a party at Stubby's. It should be pretty wild.
I'm probably grounded tonight.
I know. Well, like, are you grounded? Like, well, my mom says I am, but my dad just says to blow her off. It's like this whole monster deal.
Yeah, they just use her to get back at each other.
Right.
Ha!
Yeah.
And
And then that's it.
Allie comes up or Allison. I keep saying Allie
I
because
know.
it's her
Well,
name's
whatever.
Allie.
That's
Whatever.
her name.
That's
It's
short
an
for
easy
Allison.
thing. Yeah.
And Claire tells her, "Shut up."
Yeah. That's
Andrew's
it.
like, "You're just feeling sorry for yourself.
Right.
Oh, you're breaking my heart."
Right.
But then John gets defensive for her.
well, because she says like any minute divorce, and he's like, "Well, who do you like better?
Oh yeah.
Like, you like your mom better or your dad better?" And she's like, "Oh, I'll probably go live with my brother." And that's
yeah.
when the whole thing, like, Allison yells "ha," and she talks about how they use her to get back at each other. Mm-hmm. And then Bender asks Andy if he gets along with his parents. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, if I say yes, that means I'm an idiot. He's like, well, you're an idiot anyway.
Yeah.
But if you say you get along with your parents, you're a liar too.
Yep. And he goes to walk away and Andrew pushes him.
Mm-hmm. They kind of get into a scruffle.
Can you hear this? Do you want me to turn it
up?
up? Oh, I used that one too.
Every time. And then Brian steps in to like try to keep the peace. He must be a Libra.
It's me. I'm the Brian.
At least Brian is a Libra. I don't know if Anthony Michael Hall is a Libra. He seems like an angry guy.
Yeah. So he breaks. nowadays he breaks it up. Says he doesn't get along with his parents, and they're like,
Right.
Sean's like, you're a parent's wet dream. You're a neo maxi Zoom dweeby.
And he was like, he's got a name. Like, what is it?
Oh, I don't know. What's your name? My name's Brian.
My condolences.
What's your name? What's yours?
Claire.
Claire.
It's a family name.
No, it's a fat girl's name. And like,
It's so bad, but oh my God.
it's bad. And so she's like, I'm not fat. Yeah, but I could really see you pushing maximum density.
See, there are two kinds of fat people. People that were born fat and those who were once thin but became fat so that you
Yes.
can still see the thin person inside.
She flips him off. Ooh, obscene finger gestures from such a pristine girl.
See, you're going to get married, squeeze out a couple puppies and just...
Are you a virgin?
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
bet
I'm
you
not
$1
that
million that you are.
Right.
Let's end the suspense. Is it going to be a
White
white wedding?
wedding.
Have you ever kissed a boy on the mouth?
Oh,
Have you ever been felt up over the bra, under
Under
the
the
blouse,
blouse.
shoes off, hoping to God your parents don't walk in? Do you want me to puke? No, I'm getting fucking hot, girl.
Yeah,
you need to shut
kind
up
of
and
a
let
little
him
bit.
finish what he's
Shh.
saying. Over the panties, no bra, blouse unbuttoned, Calvin's in a ball in the front seat past 11 on a school night.
oh.
Andrew goes, leave her alone. Shut up, Andrew. John
Shut
is
up.
talking.
John Bender is telling me a story.
You
I want to
don't
see where this
speak
goes.
right now.
I want to see where this goes.
Where do my Calvins end up?
Shut up.
I want to know. So anyway.
What happens at 11:30?
So John's like, you gonna make me? Yeah. So he climbs over the table. You and how many of your friends?
Just me.
You and me. 2 hits, me hitting you, you hitting the floor. And he does. He takes his ass to the
he
floor.
wrestles him right down to the ground. He's like, "Hey, I don't want to get into it with you because then your parents are gonna sue me."
Because I'd kill you.
yeah.
I just flicked the switchblade in the mic and it was like nothing.
unsatisfying.
That was not good at all.
This was his actual switchblade knife. This
that
is
he
what
just had.
that he just had. He brought it to the set.
So yeah, I'd kill you. Your parents would fucking sue me and it would be a big mess and I don't care enough about you to bother.
And I don't think I want to hang out with you assholes anymore.
Stabs that knife into the chair.
I love it when Allison takes it.
Yeah. And Andrew tells John, you don't talk to her. You don't look at her. You don't even think about her. And he says, I'm trying to help her.
Right? And then Carl comes in to break it all up.
Yes.
He
And
says,
asks Brian, how you doing?
How you doing? And do your dad work here?
Which, like,
Come
Bender,
on.
you know the janitor just as well as Brian does. He calls you by your, you know his first name. He knows your first name.
He's just
What are you
being a
playing?
dick. I feel like they have a
Well, because at the end,
Carl and Bender have a
after
relationship.
Carl says all the shit about I look through your shit, I listen to you talk, I look through your lockers, and
And
he
he
like
looks at him.
schools him, and then as he walks away, you get that like respect
Yeah.
smile from Bender.
He only ever smiles or laughs at Claire, Carl, and Brian.
Oh, really?
Yep.
There's one point though that's not true because when Andrew is dancing,
Well,
he does give him one where he's
That's
like going
true.
off when he's high, where
Yes.
he gives him a little like
a little
ah.
bit, yeah.
And before we get to the next part, this is a perfect time for a break.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Must fun for you, must fun for me, must fun for us, must fun family.
What's up, Doomers?
This episode is sponsored by Moss Fun TV.
Go back to No Future in Ufalandia and travel into the minds of creatives with the host Richie and explore what's happening on Moss Fun TV.
Watch Moss Fun TV today on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Roku, and at mossfuntv.com.
And download the app for Apple and Android.
Or call the help department at
1-844-4-MOS-FUN. That's 1-844-4-MOS-FUN.
Family must
Hey,
fun
you over
for
there.
you. Must fun for
Are you not
me.
having fun?
Must fun for us. Must fun. Family fun. 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 Fun.
Actually,
Principal's back. All right, girls, that's 30 minutes for lunch. Oh, we should have waited for a break till after I said 30 minutes for lunch.
oh.
What else did I forget? You said I forgot some shit before the break.
Oh, about how when the janitor talks about being the eyes and ears of the school, and then he leaves saying, "Hey, oh, by the way, that clock's 20 minutes fast."
Yep. So we are at our. God damn it. Why can I never burp when we're recording? That was another point for Tessa. That is 2. 2 golden burps for Tessa.
Utah, make it 2. Make it 2.
When
Mark
gets
it
to
8.
I was going to say when you get to 8, we can mark it 8. Not there yet.
Not quite.
All right. So it's lunchtime. Here in the
Right.
library, will
Will
milk be made available to us? And like, why does that line crack me up? There's nothing funny about will milk be made available to us. But when you say, will milk be made available to us? It just makes just a fucking, I don't
Well,
know
sir,
why.
will milk be made available to us?
It's because you got to put the right emphasis on the right syllable.
It's always about
Yes.
the right emphasis on
Claire
the correct
dehydrates
syllable.
easily. I've seen her dehydrate.
It's gross.
It's pretty gross.
Don't worry, I'll get it.
Grab some wood there, bub. I think I was born yesterday. So he sends Allison and Andrew to get Pop.
Well, he is like he says Andrew, and then Andrew's trying to get him to pick Claire, but of course not.
No, he's got to, nope, not the one you want.
Wandering these halls, I think not.
So they go to wander the halls, and Andrew's trying to break the ice. You know, what do you drink?
Vodka.
Oh, really? Tons.
No, yeah, like whenever.
Yeah. You drink it a lot?
Tons.
So he asked her why she's there. She's like, no, you tell me why you're here.
He's like, oh, it's because they think I'm a winner. It's like I'm a racehorse.
Yeah,
about how I'm
that's very
involved.
interesting. Why are you really in here?
Right. And then we cut to, hey, Claire,
Bender making eyes at Claire in the library.
you want to see a picture of a guy with elephantitis of the nuts?
How many times did you say elephantitis of the nuts in your life?
Would you consider going on a date with a guy with elephantitis of the nuts?
You'd probably have to ride in the back seat.
If he had a really cool car, but you'd probably have to ride in the back seat because his nuts would have to ride shotgun.
And she just is ignoring him. She just looks annoyed. You know what I wish I was doing? Be careful.
Yeah.
Brian here's a cherry.
Wish it was on a plane to Paris.
Ugh. And Brian's like, I'm not a cherry. I've been laid plenty.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know her. She
She
lives
lives
in
in-
Canada.
I met her at Niagara Falls.
Oh. And then he was like, well, have you ever laid anybody around here? And he's
And he like motions like at Claire.
wait, are you motioning to Claire?
Oh, you and Claire.
Yeah.
You did it?
No, I didn't say that. Like, oh, were you not motioning to Claire?
I don't appreciate this, Brian.
Were you or were you not motioning to Claire?
Yeah, but only because I didn't want her to know I was a virgin, okay? Excuse me for being a virgin. I'm sorry.
But she thinks it's okay
she
for
says
guys
it's okay
to be
for
a
guys
virgin.
to be a virgin.
And then he blushes.
Yeah. So then they're pulling out their lunches.
Where's your lunch?
Oh, bitch.
You're wearing it.
Yes, I am, and you may remove it and eat it now, sir. Jesus Christ!
Oh.
There is no boy in high school who talks like this. I don't know. Well, not in California.
There
was there? You got
there
someone
was
you were
a
wearing it?
weird.
Come on now.
No, not well. No, I had some boys say some disgusting shit to me.
But it wasn't hot like this.
Sometimes it was.
I'm trying to remember if I had any boys. I mean, I'm sure if we went to high school together, yes, there was some hot boys, and I'm sure you were one of them. But I don't remember any boys like this.
No, not like this.
Yeah.
Not like that. Well, there was. I don't know.
This
There
is
was
a
a couple
whole
like.
Never.
Yeah, no, this is a whole nother level. The dudes that I'm talking about were ugly.
Right? I'm like, it's not,
Trolls,
you know?
Like that.
it's just not like this.
no, not.
So
like
anyway,
this. Anyhow,
She asks him where his lunch is, and he says,
you're
wearing it.
You're
and she
nauseating.
says, nauseating. That's butterflies in your stomach, honey.
But yeah, you're also nauseating.
Yes, that's why it's hot. And Claire is having sushi. You won't
Right.
accept a guy's tongue in your mouth and you're going to eat that. And now let's stop for a moment. It is 1984 in Illinois.
It's where
Where's
you
she
getting
get
fish?
sushi?
No, I do not
Landlocked
trust
sushi
nope.
in 1984.
You might as well get it from a fucking gas station.
Well, how rich are they? They got a Japanese chef at home? That's the only
They
way
do
this shit
not.
is acceptable.
They do not. They're having this shit flown in
I don't. That's
from
questionable.
where?
I don't know about 1984 Illinois sushi.
Because
y'all.
it hadn't even caught on yet as like a thing
No.
to do. It was just rich people.
she says, "Can I eat?" I don't know.
I don't know.
Give it a try.
Give it a shot. Like Andy has an entire grocery store in his lunch.
3 sandwiches,
Mm-hmm.
full-size bag of chips, full-size bag of chocolate chip cookies, half gallon of milk, a banana, and an apple.
Yeah.
And their faces, Claire and
like-
John's faces in this moment, if you really watch all the way until it
Everybody's
cuts to the
reaction.
next person, because their faces are hilarious
Yeah.
watching him
Like,
pull this lunch out.
Okay. That must have been the first time they saw that.
Yeah, they must have
Like,
surprised him with just like,
right.
you're going to get a lunch bag and just
This is what your
React
lunch
how you
is.
react.
Yeah.
So he's got his huge lunch and they're looking at him like, what the fuck? Allison tosses her, what is
The
that meat
olive
called?
loaf?
Olive loaf. She tosses it up on the statue
Right.
and
And-
puts her fucking,
She makes this sando.
oh my God,
With the
Pixie
Cap'n Crunch.
Sticks and Captain Crunch.
The Captain Crunch was her idea.
And you know there was mayo on that sandwich to
Oh
start
yeah, of
with.
course there was because
So
it was
a
olive
mayo
loaf.
pixie
What?
stick. Captain Crunch.
She ate it.
The roof of her mouth was
Oh,
gone. It had to be gone.
destroyed.
And then she puts those straws in the Coke.
Yeah.
And all their faces, again, all
They're
their
like-
faces watching her make her sandwich are like,
okay, all right.
so they turn back around slowly as to not upset the basket case.
right. And Brian has soup.
Yeah, Bender sits down and takes his lunch.
What's for lunch? PB&J with the crust cut off. Apple juice. Well, Brian, this is a very nutritious lunch. All the
the
basic
food
food
groups
groups
are
are
represented.
represented. Who'd your mom marry, Mr. Rogers?
No, Mr. Anderson. Is
Or
that what
Mr.
it is?
Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, yeah.
Which is good for you, Brian.
right? No, stand up for yourself.
Right, absolutely.
And then John goes off on his imitation
Oh.
of impression of life at Big Bry's house. Son,
Yeah, Dad.
how's your day, pal?
Swell, Dad.
Say, son, how'd you like to go fishing this weekend?
Oh, that sounds great, but I've got homework to do.
That's all right, son. You can do it on the boat. Gee.
Isn't
our
life
son
swell?
swell?
Isn't life swell?
And he does like the punch thing, and Brian just looks sad.
Right. He's like, well, what about your family? Oh,
Easy.
stupid, worthless, no good, goddamn, freeloading son of a bitch, retarded, big mouth, know-it-all asshole jerk. You forgot ugly, lazy, and disrespectful. Shut up, bitch!
Yeah.
Yes, bitch.
Go fix me a turkey
Ooh.
pot pie.
Oh,
What about you, Dad?
fuck you.
No,
No,
Dad.
Dad. What about you? Fuck you. No, Dad. What about you? Fuck you. Boom. Boom.
Is that for real? You
want to come over sometime?
So Andrew does not believe it.
Why are we laughing? I don't
No.
believe a word of it.
Did
It's part of his.
I stutter?
See, this is what you get at my house when you spill paint in the
And
garage.
he's got a big old cigar burn on
this
his
is
inner
about
arm.
the size of a cigar.
Ooh.
Do I stutter?
See, I don't think I need to sit with you fucking dildos anymore. And he goes and tosses all the books
and,
everywhere.
Like climbs up the
Ooh,
side
he
of the
climbs the
stairs like
outside
a
of the
fucking
stairwell.
chimpanzee.
Like a fucking caveman.
Oh, God. Rage.
Claire's like, Claire tells Andrew, you shouldn't have said that. He's like, how do I know? He lies about everything.
Right.
So then back to Vernon's office.
He's making a fucking mess out of his with that
This
soupy ass
coffee.
dark coffee.
And he
Thank
says
you.
something as he's walking away. He's like muttering about
Right,
coffee
like-
looks like the bottom scraped off the Tennessee riverbed or something.
Right,
He
he's
says,
gotta go like punch a grumper or whatever. Coffee's kicked in.
I almost spit on the microphone.
Oh no.
I just took a drink when you said that.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. So they see that he leaves.
Right. So they break out because they got to go to Bender's locker.
But why? I don't know. And this line he tells Claire.
being bad,
bad
feels
feels
pretty
pretty
good,
good,
doesn't
huh?
it? Oh.
Just take me here against the lockers, please. Jesus Christ.
How do you know where Vernon went?
I don't.
How do you know when he's going to be back?
I
I
don't.
don't.
Being bad feels pretty good, huh?
Oh.
So they're headed to his locker, but they don't know why.
Right.
They get there. He's got this fucking guillotine booby
Well,
trap.
before that, like, again, poor Brian is like, where are we going? Like, what are we doing? He's like, if you ask me any more questions, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
I know. It's like he just
Why?
wants to know what's happening.
Like, he's not even really being particularly annoying. He wants to know what's going on. Everybody's going.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
Bender gets the weed from his locker.
The full guillotine. He pulls out that big greasy bag, and there's
That's-
another bag
yes.
inside, and then inside that's a bag of weed. Drugs? Marijuana?
He's got marijuana in
Boy's
there.
got marijuana.
Boy's got marijuana.
You approve of this?
And they're all, and Claire follows him first. She
Right.
don't
Well,
say a
like
word.
Allison steals the lock,
Yes.
which again, I love it when she just steals shit. And they make a plan to beat Vernon back because they see him, right?
Yeah.
They like run into him, and then we have that iconic
Squeaking through the
chase,
hallway
that
montage.
slide.
Man who leads the way.
The man who leads the way. Now it's your turn.
No, I'm Kristen Snow. So yeah, so they listen to Andrew trying to escape, and they get dead ended into this gate.
And rage.
And Bender puts his weed in Brian's pants.
right,
And is like,
only one of us needs to get caught.
I
Wanna be an Air Force Ranger. I wanna live a life of danger.
So he distracts Vernon. Vernon finds him playing basketball with one found sneaker on.
Think about going out for a scholarship.
Don't you want to hear my excuse?
No. Oh man, like, I can't even imagine.
Rolls the ball back to Vernon, who kicks it at him.
Right.
And so he gets his jacket and his other shoe, and they leave. And on the way back to get the stuff, he tells them, he goes in and tells him you're going to be without his services for the rest
He's
of the
coming
day.
to collect his shit, and he like tells him like I've had it with you. Like, what if your family? What if you're
Well, before that, he does the BOO.
Oh, right.
HOO. So that's when you find out he's there for pulling a false alarm at school.
right? Oh yeah, and
And
that
he
was
asked
really
him-
funny. Like, what if your family? What if your dope was on fire?
Impossible, sir. It's in Johnson's underwear.
Like, oh shit.
And his face, Brian's face, and then Andrew can't stop laughing is fucking
Right.
perfect.
Oh, you think this is funny? Go check on John
You
Bender
think
in
he's
5 years.
bitchin'?
Yeah, you think he's bitching? Check on him in 5 years. You'll see how funny he is.
What's the matter, John? You gonna cry?
Oh man.
And like, this is an adult man.
I know.
And these kids are supposed to be like 16, 17
I
years
know.
old. This is not
Well,
appropriate.
it gets even more real later on.
Keep your fucking hands off me. I
Right.
expect better manners from you, dick.
Dick.
And then he gives Andrew his shades for
Right.
better hallway
For
vision.
better hallway vision.
It's so cute.
And
They
then
have a
he
little,
goes to,
little friendship.
Lock him in a closet.
Yeah, he like locks him in a storage closet.
Right. And then he like tells him like, go
Someday
ahead.
when you're out of here, I'm
Oh,
gonna kick
yeah.
the living shit out of
I'm
you.
gonna,
I'm
knock your dick in the dirt. Yeah, when you've left here and you've forgotten all about this place and they've forgotten all about you, I'm gonna be there.
Ugh. And then he tries to like instigate a fight right there.
He's like, hit me.
just hit me. Come
Come
on.
on. That's all I need is one swing because I could fucking retire right now if you hit me.
You think anyone's gonna believe you? They love me around here. I'm a swell guy, and you're a sack of shit.
Ugh.
That's what I thought. You're a gutless turd.
Oh, but why
and
would
his
he
poor
do that?
little
That like,
face.
I know.
and that's
he
like
looks so
where you
sad.
remember that.
He's
oh
a
yeah,
child.
he's just supposed to be a child. So
But,
then
like-
Vernon goes to the faculty restroom.
Well, also before that, when he like throws in his face, he flinches
Yeah, and he
for real. He thought he
flinches,
was
yeah.
gonna hit him.
oh, he did.
In real life, yeah. But yeah, he tells him again and then he leaves and he actually goes to finish his shit. He's like, oh, now after I've abused this child, I'm going to go take a
now it's worked up.
shit. Time
now
for me
my
to
bowels are ready.
evacuate my bowels.
So now Bender takes off some of his many Illinois layers.
Right, all of his layers, and he goes through the vents and he tells this joke like, naked blonde walks into a bar with a poodle under one arm. Okay, now this is another thing because I had the subtitles on.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a 2-foot salami?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The subtitles said a tube of salami.
No,
and this is like,
2-foot,
that's
yeah.
what I always thought. And I was like, oh my God, am I wrong again?
No, I wrote
Have
2-foot
I've been wrong
salami.
this whole time. Okay. And a 2-foot salami under the other. She lays the poodle on the table and the bartender says, I guess you won't be needing a drink. And the naked lady says, oh shit. I thought
And
that was the answer to the joke.
the punchline is nothing.
No,
because
there
they
is
came
none.
up with the forgot my pencil and decided to work backwards from that as a punchline, but couldn't think of anything that would
No.
have the punchline. I forgot my pencil. So
Right.
Judd just made up a fucking joke that had no punchline. So I'm sorry to disappoint you.
That's what it is.
There are, if you Google the end of this, what you will find is a Reddit thread that gives made up answers that people have given to this joke. Some are better than others. None of them would have satisfied you.
No.
So
I
sorry
like
about
it
that.
this way.
Yeah. So
yeah,
Vernon
so-
hears the racket as he crashes through the ceiling and comes in. What was that ruckus?
Can you describe the ruckus, sir?
And then he hits his head on the table. John's under. So John had hid under the desk
Right.
where
Andy
Claire and
covers
Andy
like,
were. Yes. Zip. What's that?
what is that?
And that's when Bender sits up.
Okay.
All right. It's bad.
It's so bad, and they begged for this to not be in this movie. Like
I'm going to
it
let Tessa tell the story before I get too thirsty.
made Molly Ringwald and her mother, because she was 16, uncomfortable that even though it wasn't her, because John Hughes was like, well, I guess it's illegal, so I'm going to have to hire a crotch double, a stunt crotch, if you will.
Wow.
Like Orgasmo. Stunt cock.
Stunt cunt.
So, stunt cunt. There you go. Stunt cunt. That's awful. But anyhow. But he said, like, no, you agreed to do this, so we're going to do this, and it's not even you. Yeah. And it's
It was
not
in the
even you.
script.
So whatever. So it is an adult crotch, but she didn't want to do it.
So
And
yeah,
I
he
don't-
comes eye level with the
Right. And why
with
is
the
she
stunt
sitting like that?
like he's under the desk.
I know.
Close
She
your
knew he
legs.
was under the desk.
That's what I'm saying. You know he's under the desk. Open your legs wider. What are you doing? I mean,
Right.
cross your legs, ma'am.
And then, of course,
So he goes to put his head in there, and she crushes his fucking head with her
right,
thighs.
like,
Yeah. So then everyone starts coughing. They all cover for him.
was that it? Was that what you heard?
No.
that is
I will
not,
not
what
be
I
made
heard.
a fool of.
He takes him. Oh my God. To be a fly on the wall when he got back into the office and realized that the ass gasket was still attached to his
Right?
pants.
He still had the little toilet liner on his pants.
He should have just took himself out right then and there.
And as soon as he leaves the room, Claire beats Bender's ass
Of
as
course.
she should. It was an accident.
Right.
You're an asshole.
Of course.
Sue me. So Ahab, have all my doobage.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what all those words are.
Yep. Hey, Ahab, can
I have, what is it?
I always thought, can I bum my doobage?
I thought I have it all in one word. Can I have all my doobage? Because
That's
he
what-
just says it so
That's
fast.
what it says in the subtitles.
Okay.
Said, can I have all
Can
my
I have all
doobage?"
my doobage? Okay.
Right. But I always thought, can I bum all,
Yeah.
can I bum my doobage? Whatever.
Yeah, why so Ahab? Because he had it in his Moby Dick?
Maybe. His Moby penis, like my kid just said. My kid asked me, he goes, Mom, have you ever read Moby penis? And I was like, what?
But she texts us.
Right?
She texts me and Liana's like, why did I just read Moby's penis? And was like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like,
Mom, have you ever seen Moby's penis?
no.
No.
And I don't want to.
No, thank you.
Pass.
Hard no.
Hard no.
No, thank you.
Oh my God, this is totally off topic, but the hard no reminded me. Did you see that meme about when you're fucking a girl in Canada?
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I wish I remembered it off the top of my head because I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to have to take a moment here and find it because I LOL'd when I said it out loud today. I was like,
What's up? E.G. Oh, the song playing in Carl's headphones is a song. I wondered that. Okay, so the song playing in Carl's headphones when he comes in is E.G. Daily. Daddy!
oh, okay.
It's a song by E.G. Daily, or it's being sung by E.G. Daily, not.
All right,
Whatever.
I found it.
All right, good. Do it.
Imagine you're having sex with a Canadian chick and she starts screaming, oh, fuck yeah, bud. Take me out for a rip. It killed me.
Oh,
That's like
fuck
when
yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud. Take me out for a rip.
That's like.
I just like heard it in Shorzy voice in my head and I was like,
Yes, 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 yes.
yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
fuck. Oh my God. If you guys don't watch Letterkenny already, fucking watch Letterkenny. Moving on.
The young cock.
Let's not get on Cunt Hunt 2022.
McMurray's a piece of shit. Anyway.
Anyway.
Okay.
You're wastoid. You're not going to blaze up in here.
You're wasting.
So John heads to the back and who's first to join him
Claire
again?
goes 1st.
Then Brian, then Andrew, who grabs them shades.
Of course.
And Allie holds back. She stays.
She
at the
doesn't
desk.
go.
So Vernon heads to the basement. That's all you see. And then we go back to them getting high. Brian's got the shades on.
When Bender lights this match off of his teeth to light her joint.
This is what I have. Bender lights the match off his teeth and lights the joint for Claire. I had to pause and take a moment. Because why is this super fucking hot? I don't want my husband to light matches off his teeth.
No.
But
I'm telling you,
But
this is the
yes.
same thing with Crybaby, where you're like, ew, gross with
But
the match thing, but
yes.
yes with the match thing.
yes, why?
Because it's a fantasy.
So she chokes on her weed smoke. And like, I thought it was the wrong, because I hadn't watched this in a minute. And I had started to write, chicks can't hold they smoke.
Chicks can't hold they smoke.
And then I was like, no, I'm thinking of Weird Science.
Nope.
Because it's the whole drunk
Yep.
thing where he does the same
And in
type of act.
Both, I feel like, because this is taken from a Richard Pryor bit.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, but like he might have been doing that in Weird Science too. Who knows?
And so she's like,
She kicked me in the nuts.
oh, we gotta do Weird Science. Oh my God. Oh. So then she's like, do you know how popular I am?
Like this is swag that they are smoking.
I know, you
this
guys.
Is 1985.
1984 weed.
This was a brick
Wow.
that this is in Illinois.
I'm so popular. Everybody loves me so much. This is me, you guys. In case you couldn't tell, I'm a Claire. Poor baby. Actually, I wasn't a Claire in high school, but I'm a Claire now.
You've decided.
I've decided. I'm not rich, but hey, that's fine.
You-
I'm
you
conceited,
could-
so that's what you get.
You're so conceited, Claire. We'll get there.
Yep. And so, oh, poor baby. So then Allie's still holding out.
Right.
Andrew's up in the foreign language section.
Hotboxing. The foreign language, whatever. This fucking library is huge. And he gets litty and does the cartwheels and the somersaults and he strips.
Vaulting bookshelves and
Yes.
shit.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
And he screams and breaks the glass.
Which was apparently a regret because it's silly.
Because, like,
it's dumb.
it didn't
have to
didn't
happen.
Really.
It didn't
open
have
glass.
to happen.
And Allie is just aghast.
Right,
She's just like, what are these people doing?
My goodness, this is like a zoo.
Vernon's downstairs looking through confidential teacher
Is
files.
this where the permanent records are held? Is he talking about a teacher?
I think so.
Oh,
I
okay.
think he's looking at, because he's like, oh, you're one sick puppy or
Mr.
whatever.
Tierney.
Yeah.
History of slight mental illness. No wonder he's so fucked up.
Yeah, so I think he's looking at the staff files.
Wow, Dick. I mean, I guess what else are you going to do on a Saturday?
Yeah. So Carl, the janitor, comes in,
Catches him snooping, doing some homework.
and you know what he wants to stay quiet? $50.
Yeah, he could make it at least 250. Like,
$50.
fuck Verdon.
Hey, 1984, $50 is probably a lot of money.
Well, for Carl the janitor, I don't know.
I don't know.
I would have asked for more. Fuck Vernon.
He only makes $31,000 a
Right,
year.
which I guess it transfers into like $90,000 a year in the today's monies.
Wow.
And then, yeah, he does all that shit. And then back in the library,
Now they're all stoned.
Andy and Brian are talking, and he asks if he has a middle name. And then here comes Allison. Your middle name is Ralph, as in puke. Your birthday is March 12th. You're 5'9.5", weigh 130 pounds, and your social security number is 049380993.
How do you know all this about me?
Are you psychic?
No.
Stole your wallet.
He's got a nudie pic in there.
It's a beaver shot. It's disgusting. It's perverted. Let's see it.
Yeah. Andrew's like, hey, I want to see that beaver pic.
And then Bender's brushing his teeth
With her
eyebrow
eyebrow brush.
And this is going to come up again because then she puts this motherfucking brush on Allison's face.
Gross.
Gross.
That's right.
And I didn't even realize it until
That's
today
right.
when I watched it.
Well, she's got Parmesan cheese.
I know. That's true.
So she's looking through his wallet, which is full of pictures of girls.
Are all of these your girlfriends?
Some I consider my girlfriends, and some
I just consider.
Consider what? Whether or not I
wanna
want to
hang out with them.
Oh, you can consider me.
You,
Remind me not to send
I
this.
ain't gonna
Don't tag
simp for
Judd
this
Nelson in
asshole.
any of this.
no. She's like, you don't just believe in one guy and one girl.
Nope.
She does.
How come you got so much shit in your purse?
Why do you have so many girlfriends?
I asked first.
I don't know. I guess I just never throw anything away.
Neither do I.
Oh.
Damn it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
That
the lines
face.
are not good,
I
but
have
that face
Fucking
and the
lipstick
delivery.
all over my hand now because I'm like, I'm doing like the Stefan.
Oh my God.
Oh,
How much do we got left? You want to take one more break?
du hast. I don't know. Yes, I think maybe we should.
Oh my God. Or wait, let's get through Brian's got a fake ID.
Okay,
It says he's 68 years old.
right.
Why do you need a fake ID?
So I could vote. That was ad-libbed.
And of course.
It's hilarious.
And then here comes Allison.
You want to see what's in my bag?
No. And they're both no. Dumps it out anyway.
Right. Like, do you always carry this much shit in your bag?
Yeah, you never know when you may have to jam.
I always carry this much shit.
And Brian wants to know if she's going to be a shopping bag lady.
Right.
I'll do what I have to.
Right.
My home life is unsatisfying. She wants to run away.
Right.
And Brian turns to Andrew and fills him in. And Andrew's like, well, everyone's home life's unsatisfying.
Right. Like,
If it wasn't, you'd live with your parents forever.
and now she doesn't want to talk about it.
Nope, never mind. Everything's cool. There's no
Right.
deal, sporto.
Right.
And he's like,
Go
well,
away.
you either
Eat
really want to
shit.
run away or you want people to think you do. And that's,
Yeah.
Eat shit.
Eat shit. And he's like, well, you do whatever anybody ever says, and that's a problem. And he's like, well, at least I didn't invite everybody into my problems when I dumped my purse out on the couch.
Yeah. So what's wrong? And he wants to know what's wrong. What is
Right.
it bad?
Is it
real
bad?
bad? Parents? Yeah. What do they do to you? They ignore me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Both with tears in their eyes.
I know.
And so,
Oh, he
yes, what
seems
we
to
will
understand
discover
is
through this movie.
They all have a deal.
They all have a deal with their parents that will tell you why their character is how it is.
Right.
So Sportos put too much sport pressure. Brian
They
put too
all
much
have
brain
too
pre-
much
pressure.
pressures.
Hers ignore her, so she's invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Claire's use her as a toy, so she's just
And Bender's just straight up abused.
And Bender's just straight up abused, so he's a bully.
Right. So
And
back
that's why
in-
you're like,
I
it's
could
just 'cause
change
he's
him if I
abused,
could
I
just
could
save
help.
him. I could help him. Yeah. No, he could sleep in my room.
oh, yeah, you can. So then we're back to Vernon and Carl having their bro moment.
Right. He's like, well, what did you want to be? Like, I wanted to be John Lennon. Like, don't be a goof.
And Vernon says kids are getting more arrogant. And Carl's like, no, kids
Yeah.
haven't changed. You have
Right. Like, what would you think of you?
when you're 16.
And still, like, he won't. This is so like that Principal Skinner meme. Like, is it me? No, it is the children.
Yes.
Like,
Because like he says, oh, whatever. And then he's like, oh, you think I give one rat's ass what they think of me?
yeah, I
you
think
just
fucking
obviously do.
Yeah.
When I get old, they're going to be running the country. When I get older, these kids are going to take care of me.
I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yep. All the kids are back in the library, sitting in a circle on the floor.
And I guess this was largely improvised
Okay.
by all of them.
So Claire's asking, what would you do for $1
For
million?
$1 million, yeah. And like Andy, she asked him, like, would you drive naked to school?
And Allie says, I would do anything sexual, and I don't need $1 million to do it.
I'm a nympho.
I've done almost everything there is. Lie.
Right. Are your parents aware of this?
And Claire is not buying it.
Right. She says she calls her a liar. And then she's like, the only person I told is my shrink.
And what did he do when you told him?
He nailed me.
Very nice. Claire is super grossed out.
Right. I don't think it could be construed as rape since I paid him. Like, is this not an adult?
And that's what she says. He's an adult.
Right. He's an adult. He's married too. Like,
and then she says they did it multiple times.
Right. Like, ew.
And Allie asks Claire, have you ever done it? I don't even have a psychiatrist.
Right. She's like, no, just a regular person.
Didn't we already cover this?
You never answered the question.
It's a double-edged sword. If you say you haven't, you're a prude. If you have, you're a slut. It's a trap.
Yep.
And it's true, you guys.
It is.
Men listening, there's 61% of our listeners are men. Guess what? Doesn't matter if I had sex or not. Doesn't matter if I had sex with 2 people or 200 people. It's my fucking business.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything about who I am as a person.
And sometimes I just don't want to have sex with you.
Don't virgin shame, don't slut shame.
Nope.
Ain't your fucking business.
Nope.
You want to, but you can't. And then when you do, you wish you didn't.
hadn't.
Or are you a tease?
Oh, she's a tease.
All girls are teases.
Well, she's only a tease if what she does gets you hot.
That's why you're a tease. Fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Doesn't it bother you to sleep around? Don't you want respect?
I don't screw to get respect.
That's the difference between you and me. I hope that's not the
And
only
Bender's
difference.
like, yes, you said it yourself. Sex is your weapon. You use it to get respect.
That's not what I said. You're twisting my words.
Then what do you use it for?
I don't use it for anything.
Are you medically frigid or is it just psychological? And they're all like, answer the question, Claire. Answer the question.
I never did it.
And then Allison's like, neither did
I
I.
never did it either.
I'm not a nymphomaniac. I'm a compulsive liar.
liar.
You're such a bitch.
Oh,
you did that on purpose just to fuck me over.
You don't say anything all day, and when you do, you unload all these lies all over us.
Andy's like, hey, we're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it.
Right.
Well, how are you bizarre, Andy?
He's like, he can't think for himself.
Yep.
She's right.
That's true. And he tells what he did to get there.
Right. What did you do to get here? And he's like, I taped Larry Lester's buns together. And Brian's like, that was you? That's his friend.
He's a pretty hairy guy. And when they pulled the tape off, hair and skin came off with it.
Oh, God. So this is when I started crying.
The bizarre thing is, I did it for my old man.
Ugh.
Tortured this kid so my dad would think I was cool.
Right.
And so he tells this very dramatic and descriptive story about bullying this weaker kid.
Right.
And starts to choke up thinking about how humiliated this kid was in front of his own father.
I almost wonder if this had anything to do with his father.
The fucking humiliation he must have felt must have
Right.
been unreal.
How do you apologize for something like that?
There's no way.
Right?
I hate my old man.
It's all because of me and my old man.
Your intensity is for shit.
Ugh.
Win! I wish I would just get injured.
Right.
So
I
yeah,
wish my
he's
knee
like,
would go.
he doesn't even like playing
You could
sports.
just
it doesn't
forget
sound
about
like.
me. And then Bender tells him, I think your old man and my old man should get together and go bowling.
And then Brian pipes up.
Right.
I don't like myself very much.
Right. He shares the pressure that he's under about his grades. And
He's failing shop. His elephant lamp didn't work.
the lamp didn't go, or the light didn't go on.
Nope. He thought it would be an easy A. And Bender's
Right.
like, why?
Have you seen some of the dopes that take shop?
Oh,
I take shop.
I'm an idiot because I can't make a lamp?
No,
you're a genius because you can't make a lamp.
Well, without, what do you know about trigonometry? Give a fuck about trigonometry.
Without lamps, there'd be no
Right,
lights,
without
Brian.
trigonometry, there'd be no engineering. Without lamps, there'd be no light.
So
Okay. Allison breaks it up. She's like, I go right with my toes.
And eat and brush my teeth and play piano with my feet.
Brian can make spaghettis.
Andrew can tape all their buns together.
I want to see what Claire can do.
Oh, Brenda wants to see what that mouth do. She can't. It's too embarrassing.
Oh God, I can't believe I'm doing this.
She puts the lipstick between her little titties and she applies it to her lips, which like she didn't do, I guess. Oh, that sarcastic clap. That was great, Claire. My image of you is totally blown. You're a shit. Don't do that to her.
You swore you wouldn't laugh.
You're
Am I laughing?
fucking prick. What do you care what I think anyway? I don't even count, right?
Fucking Rapunzel.
Disappear forever and it wouldn't make any difference. I may as well not even exist at this school, remember?
I like those earrings, Claire.
Are those real diamonds?
I bet they are.
Did you work for the money for those earrings or did your daddy buy those for you?
I bet he did.
Shut
I
up.
bet they were a Christmas gift.
You want to know what I got for Christmas?
It was a banner year at the old Bender family.
I got a
Carton of
cigarettes.
cigarettes. My old man grabbed me like, hey, smoke up, Johnny.
So go home and cry to your daddy, okay? Don't cry here.
Whew.
And she wipes her eyes. And Andrew's like, we're all going to grow up to be like our parents.
It's like, no way, not
Claire's like,
me.
not me.
It's
Allie's like,
unavoidable.
yep, just
when
happens.
you grow up, your heart dies.
It's true, you guys. We're
Oh,
dead inside,
God.
all of us.
It's so sad.
And Bender's like, who cares?
I care.
Brian is wondering what's going to happen on Monday.
And now this is when I really started crying because this shit.
He considers them all his friends now.
Right,
And Claire says on Monday, the truth is they're not all going to be friends.
right. Everyone's going to go back to their own little groups and whatever and forget any of this ever happened.
And they call her a bitch. And she's like, why? Because I'm telling the truth.
Right? Like, you know, that's a shitty thing to do. And instead of standing up to your friends, you're going to go along with it as always.
And she's like, what? She says to Bender, like, oh, like you would take me around your friends. You don't know any of my friends. You don't look at any of my friends. And you don't condescend to speak to any of my friends. Bury your head in the sand and wait for your fucking prom.
I hate you. Yeah? Good.
Ugh. And the tension here.
It's hot.
Brian says Allison in here, better people than
Right,
weirdos.
the weirdos, because they know it's real shitty. And Claire, again, doubles down. She's like, well, that's because you look up to us.
You're so conceited, Claire.
Oh, she hates it. She hates having to go along with all of her friends.
You don't understand the pressure.
You don't think I understand pressure? Fuck you, Claire.
So Brian's crying, and he tells them why he is there today.
Right. Like, why did you have a gun, Brian?
Because of the lamp and the F.
The light didn't go on. I can't have an F.
He was going to kill himself.
Right? With a flare gun.
It went off in his locker.
Oh.
Andrew starts to giggle.
Ruin the fucking lamp.
Allison starts to laugh. John starts to laugh. And finally,
He's like, it's not funny.
it is funny.
It is funny.
Lamp was fucking destroyed.
And now dance sequence time.
Well, wait. What did Allison do to get there?
Nothing.
She just had nothing better to do.
And now.
Dance break.
Ooh.
Brian put some records on. And like, okay,
ba,
Vernon
ba,
heard
ba,
stuff
ba,
falling,
ba,
but
ba,
like,
ba, ba.
Vernon
Yeah.
didn't hear the glass breaking.
Well,
he
no,
didn't
be-
smell no weed.
At this point, he assumes Bender's locked up in the closet, so he no longer
He's just
needs
not
to
even
check.
paying attention,
No, because
okay.
he only needs to check if Bender's in there.
So yeah, so we get the dance montage, which we should totally do a video of.
Yes.
And it won't happen, but we're gonna say we're gonna do
gonna
it. So
say
you
we're gonna
keep
do it
checking
and
our
not do
social
it.
media.
Yeah.
We're gonna try. We'll
Somebody
try.
hold us accountable.
Yes. So yeah, the little dance break. They do the little solo dancing and their little dance together.
Right.
And then John climbs back through the ceiling to get back to the storage closet.
Everyone is bored, and Claire's like, Brian.
Are you gonna write your paper?
Well, yeah, but it would be a waste of time if everybody wrote the paper. I mean, I think we're all going to say the same thing.
And you're the smartest, right?
And of course, that's what gets. He's
yeah,
like, well,
he falls for
that's
it.
true.
So then Claire takes Allison for a makeover.
Right.
And that's when she uses that eyebrow brush that Bender
I
brushes
know.
teeth with.
And
to do
I
her
hate
eyebrows.
this. And I guess Ali Sheedy hates it too. We both do. That she had to have a makeover.
To get
Like,
a
why do we
boy.
have
Because
to
she
have a
wasn't
makeover?
gross before. I mean,
No.
besides
Well,
the dandruff.
She might have been a little gross.
She
Who
could have
knows?
washed her hair.
She
but
had
otherwise-
clean underpants in her bag.
Exactly. And so she said, why are you being so nice to me?
Because you're letting me.
And then the
She's
door
like,
to...
you look so much better without all that black shit.
And like, I didn't even notice that she had a
No.
bunch of eyeliner on if
I
she
was like,
did.
I like all that black shit.
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, but I had just noticed this last time with that eyebrow. I'm like, oh fuck,
That's that same one.
Oh, never did I ever until just now.
Didn't even think about it.
Nope.
So the door to Bender's closet opens.
And how
it's
did
Claire.
she get in there?
You lost. And ooh,
Oh,
this look.
yes.
Then back to Brian writing his paper. Allison comes out to the music, and Andy's like,
Oh, she's all pretty
"Hey
and pink.
now, she's
Yeah.
pretty
Hey
in
now.
pink, exactly."
Hey now.
Hey now. Hey now. Brian looks up, mouth agape.
Ugh,
She gives him a dirty look, but then realizes
Right.
what
He's
his
like,
look means, and it's like,
thank you.
Then back to the storage closet.
Oh. Claire leans in.
She gives him that kiss on the neck.
Why'd you do that? Because I knew you wouldn't.
Oh, when he asked, wouldn't I be outstanding in the
Oh,
capacity
remember when you
of
said
getting
that
back at
your parents use you to get
Yes,
back at each
fool.
other? Wouldn't I be outstanding in that capacity?
Yes.
Yes.
And she asked if he was really disgusted about the lipstick thing, and he's like, he's
No.
nodding, he's shaking his head, yes, and he's like, no. Oh. So then back to the library, Andrew asked Allison what happened to her. What?
Right.
Claire did it.
Yeah.
So different. I can see your face.
Is that bad?
It's good.
Right.
Brian gives himself a little punch in the arm. For
good
finishing
job,
his-
Brian. It's a great letter.
And then they head out. The day is over.
Hmm. Andy likes what he sees. He sees her face. John Hughes is Brian's dad.
Yeah. Bender
Andy and
says bye to
Alice-
Carl. See you next Saturday, Carl.
Right. Andy and Allison come out with their like holding hands. She's all wrapped in his hoodie.
Won't you come see you? So yeah, this is happening in the background.
Right.
So Andy kisses Allison goodbye. She rips the letter off his Letterman's jacket. Fucking thief.
His dad's like, who is that?
Yeah. And this is where Claire gives John. She takes out one of her big old diamond studs. closes his hand around it. They
and
kiss.
They mac like right in front of her dad.
Yeah. She gets in the car. He puts the earring on.
Oh,
Again. And then back
you-
to the letter.
right. You see us as you want to see us in the simplest terms with the most convenient definitions. But what we found out is that each of us is a brain and an athlete and a basket case, a princess and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
And then we see Bender walk off into the football field.
Fist up.
Fist in the air.
Iconic.
So good.
Silhouettes.
I had not watched this in many a year, but I used to watch this as often as I possibly could.
Oh, all the things.
I mean, like I said, I had all of Bender's lines memorized for sure.
Yeah. I couldn't find my Bender pin before I
feel
came
like I
here. I'll have
must
to find it
have.
before this airs.
Oh, I have a Bender Funko Pop.
That's right. You
I
do.
take a picture of that too.
You must.
That's
You're
the
going to make
only
out
one I
with your
needed to
Bender
have.
Funko Pop later,
No,
aren't you?
not the same. Not the same. Not the same.
Not the same.
So on this 50th episode, we want to thank everybody who's been listening. And we're going to
Yes.
read a couple new yearbook signings, Apple reviews.
We have Apple reviews, and I'm going to read them.
Tessa, go and read them.
I'm going to read them this time. Well, I'm going to try to anyway. Let's see how this goes. So from Thomas E. Donahue, now we're talking. Love the selections, the hot takes, and the undeniable chemistry. Such a pleasure to come along for the great conversations, which are truly hard to find when you're actually looking for it. Lightning bolt. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
buddy.
you. Thank you, dude. This one is from Lagak. Gabon?
Yeah, come on. Your
Lagak.
guess is as good as mine.
Lagak. Hilarious hosts. Love listening to Tessa and Nicole take me down memory lane, reliving some of my favorite movies from the 80s and 90s. They're very funny and come with movie trivia facts that I never knew before. Love this podcast. Thanks, Lagak. And Amber and Maddie. Are you
I think that's
laughing at
Witches
me?
Talking Tarot.
You're laughing at me. The only reason I listen to pop culture podcasts, from the nostalgia-gasm that is the theme song to every laugh-packed minute of excellent engagement, these ladies provide an excellent podcast. Fucking spit. I don't know where I came up with so much spittle.
The wrong end for this episode.
I am sorry. Each listen. I am so sorry. Got a little moist. A little too much water. Whew. All right. It's my first time, guys. Be gentle.
Are you a cherry? Yes. So you're popping Tessa's yearbook cherry.
Oh, gross. We're going to hang the sheet out the window so everybody knows.
I ain't got the cherry, but I got the box of candy. Did your mom ever say that? Your fucking mom said that to me.
Amber and Maddie, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Amber and Maddie. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Ooh. But I'm going to say that from now on anytime I can. All right, where did I leave off? Each listen transports me to watching movies with my best friend. She's across the Rockies from me. So Doom Jen is a wonderful stand-in every Saturday and road trip until I finish catching up on older episodes. Amber. Got it.
Woo, thanks,
Boom.
guys.
Thank you.
Whew.
Oh, man.
Stay tuned after the outro for Invasion of the Pod People. And we will talk at you next week.
And until then, later, Doomers.
We have to talk about our show.
Okay.
Who are we and what do we do?
Ha. I am Martha Madrigal.
And I'm Charles Tyson Jr. We are the hosts of Full Circle,
The podcast.
You are a beautiful white trans woman.
I will take that. Of a certain age. And you are a gorgeous black, cis, pan man who has shared my life for 10 years.
And we're engaged. I put a ring on it.
Yeah, you did put a ring on. It's a pretty ring, too.
Now we have a podcast.
Yeah, there's not much we don't talk about here.
It's true. We talk about LGBTQ issues, headlines of the day. We talk about fun things too, like movies and music and television and pop culture.
Mm-hmm. And we talk about what it is to be black in America and what it is to be trans in America and how those things intersect and collide. And
child, it gets interesting. And you can check us out every Tuesday wherever you get your podcasts. Because once again, we're Charles Tyson Jr. and Martha Madrigal, and this is Full Circle, the podcast.
Are we done now?
I think so.
Okay.